All right, guys, how is everyone doing today? Shout out to everybody being on the live. Gil, how you doing? How you feeling? I've been dousing my throat in honey and water and tea and not really talking as loud. Can you guys hear me at this volume? I hustle harder than you. How you doing, fam? Who, bro? 15. Let's go. Let's run it up, guys. All right, Ben Vassi, how you doing, fam? Welcome, welcome. White, how we doing? Yo in the house. All right, guys, the market. The market, guys. Crazy. We haven't dropped. We have not dropped. If you guys are making money or have made money off that Bitcoin long last night, guys, put 444 in the comment section below. We absolutely crushed this long right here. Made some pretty good money off the breakout. And now Bitcoin is going to the resistance in this region. So I'm not trading. I'm not trading nothing. No way. We're almost at the yearly candle here. And we can see that Bitcoin's hitting the top of that resistance very, very close. I ain't touching a trade until I have more confirmation. I'm going to tell you why, because market is flat, but we're almost at resistance here. So what that means, I typically would be looking for a short around here. But the fact is that we're ranging just weirds me out for sure. However, if you're looking at the Ichimoku cloud here, Ichimoku cloud is now in the zone of the candle momentum. Two things are going to happen here. This is really the only indicator you need in crypto to figure out what is going to happen. Either we're going to keep on going sideways throughout most of January, like this, and then you're going to have your mini altcoin season. That is one scenario. The second scenario is that we're going to break out. We're going to backtest this breakout and we're going to continue up. And then everyone gets the bull market into 2026. The third scenario is that we hit the side of the channel and we dump. And we dump all the way to 65K to 68K this week. And why would it be this week is because when you hit the top of the daily or macro trend, you are probably going to hit a drop right away, just like you did right here. Right? So if you look at the macro trend, anytime you hit the top of the daily, you just had major candles, major sell candles. So those are the three scenarios. And I'm just going to be real with everybody. I don't know what is going to happen. Confirmation is telling me we're going to drop. If you look at the daily, our Bollinger Bands are tightening up. There needs to be a move in the market, but the daily is completely overbought. However, if you look at the RSI right here, guys, this has this much more room to move up right here. So we did break out of the daily. So there's a possibility that we just go sideways and everybody gets their mini altcoin pump like they wanted at the beginning of 2026. The other scenario is we hit the top and we start dumping rapidly to, 81K and lower. All right. All right, how's everyone doing, guys? Are you in any trades at the moment? I will be live tomorrow, by the way, guys. We'll be back normal tomorrow. My voice is here-ish. I had no voice in this morning. I had zero voice. I couldn't even talk. I sounded like a little pipsqueak mouse. So there was no live this morning, but we are not missing anything into New York. New York has been ranging the last couple of days. London has been doing the momentum. So with that being said, here's the new live schedule. Okay. I don't know. Some people might like it. Some people might not like it. But the reality is, guys, I need to get every single trading session in the market. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, we will be doing the Tokyo session from 8 to 8:30. Same thing. Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday, we will be doing the London session to 8 to 8:30. And every single night or every single morning, we will be doing a New York live. (8 to 8:30 a.m. CST). Okay, so that is going to be our schedule, guys. I'm changing it very quick because we're getting a lot of new people in this channel, and I want to make sure we have a consistent schedule we're following so people can see when I go live and you guys are actually planning your life around it. I see that. I appreciate that. Here is the new schedule for 2026. Sorry, London. Let me fix this. Hold on. London is 1 a.m. to 1:30. Let me fix this. Hold on. 1 a.m. What am I talking about? Okay, there we go. So you should be looking at about 1 to 1:30 a.m. Give me a minute, guys. Every morning, Monday, Friday, New York session. Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday, London, 1 to 1:30 a.m. There we go. All right, hit that like button, guys. I appreciate y'all for joining on the live. Good money either way. I'm waiting to see what the market decides to do in FOMC. Definitely didn't help. Steven, not trading yet, guys. I wouldn't be trading unless I had a stop loss at this point. We're at the resistance, okay? So this is the schedule, guys. Put it into your calendar for 2026. We're still going to do New York, but Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And then Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday, we're doing the London session. Saturday is no YouTube live, all right? Okay, so we're going to go look at Bitcoin here on the 18-hour time frame. We're going to see if we have any confirmation of this thing breaking out. Our MACD is turning up on the 18. We're about to hit the 0 line. The last time our MACD hit the 0 line, we rejected. So will we reject again or will we break out? That is a question. right? So Bitcoin is at the top of the 18-hour, guys. That one guy, how you doing? Thank you guys all for joining the live. You'll see the new schedule at the bottom here. But here you can see the market is doing nothing. So we're going to go to total 3. Actually, before we go to total 3 here, we're going to go to our liquidity gaps here on Bitcoin. Now the top of the market is going to be in the shorter term here, guys. So you're looking at about 90,005. That should be the top of the market if you were going to drop. Kevin Thompson, how you doing, fam? Thank you for joining the live. I appreciate you. You're always here. And thank you to all the OG people. Okay, guys, so right here you can see the top is going to be about 90,005 if we're going to continue that downtrend. Now 90,005 to 90,004-ish. Okay, so this area right here is your rejection point. And I'm going to put an alert right here. That is actually your POC, your point of control as well. We're going to put an alert right here on Bitcoin, guys, and we're going to see what happens over the next couple of hours. We're going to go to total 3. Total 3 broke out. We've talked about this multiple times, guys. Total 3 definitely 1,000,000% broke out. Now we have had 3 candles close on total 3. One of them back testing on the daily. So altcoins are looking very, very bullish going into 2026. Could we still fake out? Absolutely. Anything could happen. But the reality is now we have had multiple closes here. Multiple on total 3, which means that if I'm looking at the 3-day, we're still very bearish overall. We're below the 0 line, which is fairly bearish. But if I am looking at the 3-day, guys, and the daily, total 3 is ranging right here with a 4-hour golden cross. This is a 4-hour golden cross, guys. This is huge. We haven't rejected it. We're in this little uptrend channel in the 4-hour time frame. Altcoins are looking very, very good right now. I don't know necessarily how Bitcoin is going to fare out, but we haven't faked out on total 3, which is telling me a lot of altcoins are going to start moving. Okay, and if we look at our USDT Tether DOM, shout out to all the new people joining on the live, guys. I appreciate you. Welcome. Okay, Tether DOM is hanging out at this head and shoulder here. Just going sideways, back and forth, right? Like, look at this. Boom, boom, boom. So it does look like Tether DOM is definitely getting ready to drop. You know, you've got that bearish dive, you broke out, but we do need to break. I need more confirmation on Tether DOM here. You know what I would like to see? I would like to see a cross on my 9 and 21, a simple indicator, but tried, true, and tested, right? Because if you look at the 3-day here, we definitely dropped a lot. If you look at the 3-day here, we dropped a lot. The 3-day there, we dropped a lot. So even though my Ichimoku cloud is telling me that we have a lot more consolidation on Tether DOM, I want to see if we cross on my 3-day 9 and 21, guys. If we cross on my 3-day 9 and 21, let's go. All right, we are dropping. We're going to have a big drop on Tether dominance, okay? So I'm going to do things a bit different because I know Bitcoin's not moving. The main altcoins that Bitcoin follows probably isn't going to move. We did have an XRP breakout. If you took the XRP trade, guys, yesterday, I want to hear it because you definitely made money. Hit our take profit. It didn't do anything crazy, but it did hit our take profit, which is my one. Well, it actually hit 192. So XRP is in a weird, or no, it hit 188. That was my XRP is in a weird area here. And you can see XRP just going sideways, right? This is reminding me of the night trade. The entry was right here. If you guys ended up taking XRP, you would have made some profit. Now we're waiting for the channel to break out, or we're waiting for the channel to break down. The reason I really like trading these type of channels is because when they break down or up, they're going to pump. Means they're breaking a structure which is very, very strong on a certain time frame. So if you look at, I'm going to set an alert right here on XRP around 190-ish, 189, and then around 186. Kevin took along at 27 on Woo. Let's go, fam. Let's run it up. Let's run up that like button. The night trade was delicious. Entered at 7.3, sold at 10. Let's go, making money. Okay, I'm going to look at night, and then we're going to look at Woo trade. Look at night. Night hit our take profit here really good. So night, I wouldn't trade night right now, but it did hit our take profit. Again, I would kind of do the same with night that I'm doing with XRP. I'd be waiting. I'm not trading this channel. If I'm trading anywhere, it would be at the bottom or it would be the breakout, but most likely the bottom. So I'm going to set an alert here on night. Hopefully we retrace off that channel here. Night did break out, so night should tap the top here around 11.9 again. If we're looking at Woo trade, Woo has been looking fairly decent here, but we do have a double top, triple top, which I don't really like. I don't know how I feel about Woo because we already hit the top. Sure, it could definitely break out. 100% it could break out. But, okay, so we are kind of bouncing off this area right here, a little bit of an uptrend. Yeah, the market's really flat. So if I was going to trade Woo, and I do like Woo trade for a trade, like if you look here, we broke out. CO George, how you doing? So again, guys, this is a type of like a chilly trade in a way, but you're looking at Wu going back and forth, hitting the top here, and then possibly hitting right here around 6 cents in that region. So you are looking around 5.6, 5.5. I don't know how I feel on Wu trade. I like it. Look, I don't know how I feel on the whole market right now. We're just a ticking time bomb, really. The question is, if we break out, what is going to run on altcoins, right? Can I look at Chiliz? For sure. So I'm going to set an alert right here on Wu trade above this previous high because I like the trade. I love the trade on Wu. So I would say that this needs to break about 3 cents, and then Wu could, like, that's the perfect breakout of a falling wedge right there. If we look at our liquidity gaps right here, Wu should pump up to 5 to even 6 cents in that region. Yeah, so Wu's looking pretty good, guys. Grab donate along. What do I think of Chiliz? We got to keep an eye on Wu trade. Hit that like button if you guys have not. Let's run up the live tonight. Tomorrow is New Year's. It is already New Year's Day for some of you. This is what you're going to see on Wu trade. Remember, guys, I told you about Chiliz. We're going to pop all the way to about 4.7, the top, right? If you missed Chiliz, by the way, our trade is playing out perfectly. Now, I got out. Look, I got out around here. I don't want to hold a trade for a week, but I will say, if you guys held Chiliz, you're making a lot of money. And you're pretty much seeing Chiliz going to pop up to about 4.2. This is what you're going to see on Wu trade, and Wu hasn't done what Chiliz has done. So Chiliz, there's not much more percentage you can go. Like, yeah, you're going to pump up to here. Right? There you go. Banging right there. So once we break out of this area right here, we are going to fly on Chiliz open price discovery, which we're trying to break to around 4.8 to about 5 cents in that region. Shout out to anybody that held the Chiliz trade guides from our live call the other week. This has been over a week around Christmas time. All right, guys, if I want to ask you guys all a question. Who is tuning in from the UK? Who is tuning in from the US? And who is tuning in from Asia? Just a little geography tracking I want to do. Grabbed an 8 along. So yeah, GP, I would say around this area right here. Could go a lot higher, but yo, Nigeria, how we doing? Amma, how we doing the US? Okay. I'm trying to keep tabs and track because we're changing the live schedule. VA, USA, Brandon, USA, okay, perfect. Canadian tuning in from USA, let's go. Everybody's from the US. I have a lot of my stats saying people are from the UK, so where's all the UK people? Appreciate you guys all for tuning in from the USA. That means you stay up to almost 10:30, 11 to watch my live. Okay, ZBCN, sure. USA, UAE. There we go, UAE. Or from Canada. Sorry. If you're from Canada, let me know if you're from Canada too. I'm from Canada. Just trying to track everything properly. So ZBCN is pretty bearish at the moment. Like we're back testing this channel. We're back testing this channel right here, guys. And yeah, it broke out kind of, but now you got to redraw a new channel. So ZBCN is definitely in a little bit of a downtrend at the moment. And you can see ZBCN's very, very overbought in the 4 hours. So I can see this dropping a lot more. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about ZBCN right now. You know, some of us from USA might not make your 1:30 a.m. sessions. That's fine, guys, right? We're trying to get every session. So again, if you're just tuning in, guys, we're changing the live schedule come 2026. This is going to be the live schedule, but we are still going to be doing every morning during the week, 3 Tokyo session lives a week and 3 London sessions live a week. Okay. So I want to make sure that everybody's got their corrections. So mark it on your calendar so you know. FOMC just called an emergency breaking meeting today at 2 p.m. They will discuss rate cuts, liquidity issues, and cash injections. Expect high volatility. That is the news I just got. All right. JJ Do Crypto, how are you? So again, guys, if we're looking at ZBCN, we're probably going to roll over to around here. I don't know. Unless we have a major fake out, I probably wouldn't be trading this. But if you're in a spot trade and you're committed, then and definitely it does look like a good trade. Make sure you guys all are in beastlimitless.com, guys, so you get the updates. If you're not in, let me know and I'll tag you. Shout out to everybody active in our community, guys. This is crazy. We're getting a lot of people commenting now. Shout out to every single person in here being interactive. You are making a lot of people money and yourself. So I appreciate you guys. Continue to post and help each other out. All right, guys, let's pull up CoinGecko here because not much is happening today, which is fine. I don't think a lot of people are going to be wanting to trade right now. We're going to go look at a couple projects here actually trending. It is a yearly candle coming to a close. I personally am not in any trades at the moment. That one guy, appreciate you. Mantle's 96. Wow, I forgot about Mantle. I showed you guys this trade about a couple weeks ago, and now Mantle's dumping. This was the trade right here on Mantle. Right there, 116. I wouldn't trade Mantle right now, but I definitely would watch it. Olga, how we doing today? Steven Canton has had a good couple of days. Yeah, for sure. Cam, how we doing? You were making money off Mantle. Let's go. Hit that like button, guys. If you have not hit the like button, let's get the live trending. So if I'm looking at Canton, guys, Canton huge round to top. Let's say Canton is ranging in this area right here. We got a little bit of an uptrend right here. And I don't know. I wouldn't long Canton. Canton has very, very big bearish dive, like insane bearish divergence. Probably wouldn't trade Canton. Look at Chiliz. Chiliz just hit 4-1-ish in that region. Yeah, like Canton looks like it is about to drop. But we are on an uptrend on Canton, so I definitely wouldn't be doing any shorting on Canton. Now, There is a really good trend here. 1, 2, and 3. So this is a 3-point trend. Once Canton breaks this 3-point trend, it will dump. And virtually you're looking at it coming back down to around 9 cents in that region. So I would definitely set an alert outside of the trend here. And if it breaks that 3-point trend, it is going to dump a lot. JJ Do took a trade some hours ago and thought it was going to be a good one, but I was wrong. A long ETC, it never delivered. Hey, man, you know what? I take trades and it does nothing. So I appreciate you that you can feel comfortable about talking with your trades. Yeah, guys, talk about your trades. Talk about what works. Talk about what doesn't work, right? We're all human at the end of the day. Like, I'll be honest with everybody. That Bitcoin long I called yesterday, I thought was going to be a loss when I was looking at it dumping very, very hard yesterday. I'll be real with you guys. I was not confident in that trade at all. And then when it broke out, I was fine. But I did jump the gun a bit, right? Rubber 1599. How we doing? How about token, guys? Token broke trend. Did I miss my short? Fudge, I did miss my short. So things are dropping, guys, but they're not really dropping. That's the problem. You got to get it at the top. Token broke trend. Who took the token short? Right here was the short. And now we can see token dumping pretty much all the way to the bottom through this blank space right here. Yeah, if token breaks this area, guys, I would be looking for a short right here. This will definitely be a trade call of mine for sure. $3x short right here. MACD is completely dumping on the 4-hour. 18 hours coming by now. We are bouncing off of our conversion line right here. But if we break this conversion line, token Fi is going to dump a lot. Keep an eye on token, guys. If we could pump to one more time to here, that'll be a good short. C Bronco, how you doing? Appreciate you, fam. Thank you for all the people joining. Token is going to be such a good short, guys. So if we could break this 0.04 target, this thing is going to dump very, very hard. So make sure you guys watch it. Here's your resistance right here. Even if you got into a low leverage short, you're just setting a stop loss above here. And I'm talking low leverage. I'm talking 3x, 2x. You don't want to get wicked out. But the gain will be insane, monumental, about 130% on token. All right, hit that like button, guys. If you have not joined, if you're new to the live, please let me know. I appreciate you guys all for coming on the live, taking the time out of your day with you and your families, probably even on your day offs. And if you guys are on Discord, make sure you follow on Discord and x.com/beastlimitlessbitcoin. All right. I mean, BeastX Bitcoin. I love token. It's my favorite trade right now. I should have got in right here, but it's what it is. We missed it. So we're going to wait for that trade to play out. If you guys do not know the live schedule, I will be playing it again at the end of the live. We have a new live schedule for all the new people joining in right now. Yeah, so main altcoins are not really moving a bit. Solana's kind of moving, not really. Bitcoin's trying to push up to this resistance right here. $90,005 one more time would be cool. Can I look at banana for sure? BANA. Yeah, I like banana a lot. Banana is definitely looking very, very good here. If we can break this resistance right here, we will get a very, very nice pump on banana if we could break it. 703, that would be the top in the shorter term. 4 hours, very, very oversold on banana here. Let's go to our liquidity gaps. Banana gun. So we've got the 1 hour time frame here. Okay, so the 4 hour time frame here is bouncing off of this low right here. You've got your liquidity sweep right here. There you go. You can see that in more detail. We break out this, we can realistically pump to $10 on banana, but we can see it isn't really doing anything. So I would say the top of resistance would be around that $7 mark. If it did pump, I'm getting an alert right now, and tokens dropping. I think just waiting for it to break this low right here. We're overbought in the 15. We're oversold in the 1 hour. So I want this 1 hour to be overbought if I'm going to short token. Because from here to here, it's a really big move. That's 18%. All right, I'm going to wait for my 1 hour. Once my 1 hour is overbought, I would definitely short token, non-financial advice, of course. SQD has been looking pretty good. Squib. We looked at this one the other day, guys, and they hit our take profit. If you guys remember, we looked at this on the live the other day. Okay, let's see. We've got an uptrend here on Squid. Beautiful uptrend. I wish I would have got into a long right here on Squid, but it's really, really tough when we pump that much percentage. Okay, so if you're looking at Squid, guys, we should pump to about, if we can break out this resistance wick right here, about 19.5-ish on Squid. And for those of you asking, no, I am not in token yet. I am definitely not in token. I'm waiting till that 1 hour is completely oversold, overbought. Yeah, you're looking at about 17 to about 20 cents or higher on Squid. Nothing is really happening. Nothing. What is this Pepe coin doing? I know it does some damage. This Pepe coin is trending. Not really doing anything. I think this spot was a lot better. There we go. All right, so we got more data on the Pepe coin here. Very, very close to breaking out. Very, very close. That could be 100% move for sure. This Pepe coin, guys, that's looking really, really good risk to reward. If we could get a breakout pretty much right here, Pep USDT could pump a lot. I'm talking 300% from that prior low of June 2025. If we break out of here, guys, this thing could be gone. We now have 3 points if we broke out of here. 1, 2, technically 3 to 4. Pep USDT is looking very, very good. Now we're just waiting for the breakout. Little downtrend here from August of 2025. Cam, I'm going to mention how to find breakouts in I'm going to mention how to find breakouts in 2026. Like I said, guys, we're doing a full training course in beastlimitless.com. We're going to show you how to scalp trade, take profit, funded accounts, look for breakouts, look for fake outs, right? Okay, PEP is definitely 5,000% on my radar. Total 3 is holding. I'm fine getting into some altcoins, some low caps here. Longs, I'm not buying spot, but what is AGI doing? Delicium's been bullish before. Delicium has definitely been bullish before. If we broke out that downtrend, that would be cool. I'm going to set an alert right here at about 18. I'll wait for that. Now I'm going to start lining up my plays because I see that total 3 has broken out. So I am looking at some low cap coins at the moment. Woo Trade, right? Avant. Ontology is another good one that usually runs with the market. All right, we're going to throw up Hike and Ashley for a moment. So Ontology did break out for sure. Altcoins are starting to break out. But okay, hold on. So Ontology broke out of the macro. However, we're rejecting this. We're rejecting here. So even though Ontology did break out of the downtrend on the macro, we're faking out there. So what I want Ontology to do is if it does take off, and I can see is have to break this previous high right here. Shout out to everybody, guys, joining the live. I appreciate you guys. Thank you all for coming on the live, guys. You guys are rock stars, taking time out of your day with your families. I would definitely keep an eye on Ontology. You get broke out there, but if you look here, it didn't break out. So this is the channel you would need to follow. If Ontology does break out of this channel, guys, wow, this thing is going to pump very, very hard. Send an alert about 0.85 and then watch fireworks happen on Ontology. Just signed up to be Slimless Awesome JJ Dude. It is 100% free. Can you take a look at ETH for sure? I haven't looked at ETH yet. I'm going to redraw a new channel, guys, on Ethereum. There's a reason I'm using Heikin-Ashi candles right now. I want to see if we're on an uptrend or we're ranging. So the way I look at this on the 4-hour time frame here is these are ranging candles. Heikin-Ashi will actually show you a clear trend. So if you look at Heikin-Ashi on the longer term here, this is a clear downtrend with Heikin-Ashi. I'll also show you guys how to use Heikin-Ashi candles in the future. But clear downtrend, clear downtrend, clear downtrend. So when I look at this, I know it's an uptrend. 4-hour here, Heikin-Ashi is ranging. We are approaching the side of the resistance right here. Nothing is really happening on Ethereum. We did actually break out though. We did break out and we are going sideways. So technically, if you're looking at this from a standpoint of breaking out, yeah, this would go up and it would break out. Technically. So Ethereum's a wild card for me, just like Bitcoin. Let me go to Heikin-Ashi here with the Ichimoku Cloud. I got a lot of things in my tool belt, guys, to make sure we're making the best trades possible. Yeah, so even the conversion, even the lagging span indicator is going to the side. Now, for those of you just coming on or seeing the live, I'm not saying Ethereum is breaking out. We're just ranging. If I go to Bitcoin, it is the same chart. I don't see no uptrend, zero uptrend anywhere in the shorter time frame. A move is about to happen, guys. Our daily Bollinger Bands are completely overextended, which means they're coming to each other, which means there's about to be a massive move in the crypto market. I'm talking this is a ticking time bomb. So let's see if I could get a trend going here. That would be your new trend. ETH is in accumulation dump time. We are in a 5-minute head shoulder on Bitcoin. I will say that. This is now your trend right here. So if Bitcoin breaks this, then this will be your short after 88. You do got some pretty heavy bearish divergence here on Bitcoin. The 15-minute is very, very overbought. If anything, I'd be waiting for this 1 hour to be overbought, but it is looking like everything is going to be a short. Especially if we break this uptrend on the 5-minute, you could potentially drop a lot. For Stormy, it is a short. There we go, right? If that's what you think. Yeah, I'm looking at short too because daily is completely overbought. We'll have to see though, right? I'm looking at short, but I'm also not numb to the fact that Total 3 broke out. Total 3 actually broke out 100%. Can I look at Ondo? Ondo will be beautiful when it breaks out. Ondo is bearish, very, very bearish. Yes, so if we look at Ondo right here, Ondo's in another bear flag, bear pennant, overbought. Ondo looks very, very weak at the moment. If Ondo breaks this bear pennant, it will dump all the way down to, well, the bottom, right? We're close, guys. It looks like we're going to have a move into London / New York. Tokyo is not really doing anything at the moment. Tokyo is ultimately just accumulating. Pump is moving yet. Do we break out on Pump Fund? So Pump Fund could actually pump a lot here. This is a really, really good channel on Pump Fund. Really good channel. No real resistance other than here. If Pump Fund breaks out of this area right here, guys, Pump Fund can rip about 50% or more. This is the perpetual chart right here, but ultimately we break this resistance, we could have a pretty good pump on Pump Fund. So keep an eye on it because Pump Fund has just closed a huge round at bottom and it's ranging sideways at the bottom of the channel, right? So and if I look at my 4-hour 2 guys here on Pump Fund, we did break out. And we're holding a low trend here. So keep an eye on Pump Fund. I'm not saying it's about to pump, but I'm saying we have some signs that Pump Fund can recover here. Argyle, how we doing? Same for Sol. BTC testing the VWAP now. Yep, pretty much. So remember, guys, I'm looking at this 5-minute right now. Because really, we just got this area right here. Bitcoin breaks at 88. We are going to dump, or not dump, but definitely drop and come down. I don't really see Bitcoin doing anything until the London session at the moment. Tokyo has been pretty quiet until the late hours of close into the London session. Waiting for the MACD switch red on the, yeah. We also have the 4-hour MACD going up, but it's not really doing anything. We'll see if we get a big drop. This is what I mean. Sometimes we've been dropping at night. So we're going to do 3 Tokyo sessions a week at 8 to 8:30 p.m. Then we're going to do 3 London sessions a week around 1:30 to 2 a.m. to get these moves because they're important. They're pretty big, right? So 88,750. Let me look at this. Yeah, I would say we're probably going to drop. I would say we're most likely going to drop here. This is a head and shoulder. I'm going to go get my phone and open a trade. I have a tight stop. I have a tight stop if this breaks out, but okay, so I opened a short on Bitcoin in this area. The reason I did here is because it is in a channel at the moment. You did break this little uptrend right here. That's a very, very small uptrend. And if you look at the 15-minute time frame, you're overbought. Now, if you take this bottom of this trend to right here, that's your actual trend. We did break it. And now you're waiting for it to come all the way down to here. So we can absolutely dump on Bitcoin. Like I said, guys, I did just open up a short. My stop loss is going to be, should probably do that right now. My stop loss, 15x short. My stop is going to be 88.9. No, my stop loss is going to be 89,000. 89,000 is my stop loss. Now I just want Bitcoin to break this area right here. If it breaks this area right here, we're going to come down very, very hard. And we could possibly play out that drop to about 86.3 or whatever it is. But this is the trend you're following. So again, I'm shorting Bitcoin at 88,550, 15x. I've got a stop loss at 89,000. Okay. 89,000 gives me a bit of room for this equilibrium sweep. I'm going to look and see if we get a bounce right here at about 88.2. If we get a bounce, I'm probably going to get out of my trade and take profit. Okay. $30 minutes overbought. 45 minutes almost overbought. Can it dump to 86 without coming to 90,005? Yeah, absolutely I can. Absolutely, right? Let me look at my 1 minute here. I like looking at the 1 minute because we broke the trend. Bang. Bang. Ranging sideways, drop to the bottom of the channel. Okay. 4 hour is turning down here. 4 hours overbought. Ranging. Don't really have much confirmation there. What about the 15-minute MACD waiting? Someone said they're waiting for the MACD to cross. You're about to get that cross right there. So, yeah, the market is definitely about to come down and drop, in my personal opinion. Now, if Bitcoin doesn't just drop, guys, we can range in this region right here, right? But we're looking for that drop at the head and shoulder. Hit that like button, guys. Let's run it up. I'm going to go make one more trade on my other computer, and then I'll be back. So BRB. Let's see. All right, I'm back. I can't even talk. Separate computers for separate trades. This guy's living in 2050. No, it's because my VPN cam. My VPN, that is why. Yeah, we're definitely starting to come down here a bit for sure. Hit that like button, guys. Welcome to the live. If you're new to the live, I appreciate you. Thank you for joining. Let me know where you are tuning in from. Let's take a look at Sol. I'm going to try to get back to our 2-hour lives, guys. It's just Christmas time and my internet has been cutting down so many times. So they're coming to fix it again tomorrow. I moved into a different spot. It's fiber, but they're coming to fix it. And then my throat has been killing me the past couple of days. So thank you all for tuning in, guys. But normally we're doing live 2 hours a night, 1 hour and 30 sometimes. Overtaker, how you doing? Shout to Portugal. New Zealand in the house. Montreal, let's go. I love Montreal. I love the poutines. I love, man, Montreal smoked meat poutine all day, fam. So Solana did break the trend, kind of, not really. This is actually your wick to wick here. Argil, I should look at Starlink. In my building, we have fiber and I have 3 gigabytes up and down, 3.5 up, 3.5 down. Emoto, shout out to Canada. See what Solana's doing here. Not much of anything. There you go. Bitcoin's coming down, guys. Non-financial advice. If you guys are taking any trades I'm looking at, make sure you guys are setting your own stop loss and your own take profits. All right. Solana looks okay, but yeah, it doesn't look too bad. Actually, a short on Solana would be okay because it should drop down to about 123 or lower. Ticking time bomb, like my thing says, guys, we're in a ticking time bomb in the market. Hit that like button, guys. If you haven't, drop kick it. Open up Twitch and watch on Twitch as well. Go the 5-minute time frame here on Bitcoin. So we broke it. We have that double top. We hit that 88.7. 15-minute is coming down. We've got a clear trend here. Clear trend on the 15-minute time frame. We break here, guys. If we break this trend on Bitcoin, we will drop all the way down to 86,000 roughly if we break it. And that will be beautiful profit. Beautiful profit, beautiful profit. So we're going to wait till that breaks there. Solana's faking out a bit. I don't know. I don't mind. I want to see what token is doing. I like token, but it is not overbought. So I'm going to wait. Hit that like button if you have not, guys. Let's run up the live tonight. 1 hour is oversold here. We might get a little recovery around 88.3. Possibly. For those of you waiting for the MACD is about to cross, pretty much did cross here on that time frame. Cyber's been a good trade for sure too. Cyber pumped a lot here. Now my voice is starting to strain. Trying to push this live as much as I can, guys, but I got to go live tomorrow morning too, right? So just making sure we get the particulars figured out with the trade setup here. But yeah, Cyber's looking like it could take off too here. It broke out. Cyber definitely broke out here, so we could have a pump. We could have a pump on Cyber, guys. Another pump. Macro pump here. To about $1.08. Because Cyber did break that area. So yeah, Cyber can pump to $1.08. I'm not calling it $1.05, $1.08, but keep an eye on this this trend right here in Cyber. Really good, profitable trade if it ends up playing out. All right, guys, but Bitcoin is the star of the show here. Everything follows Bitcoin at the end of the day. Eat an onion, I'll feel better in an hour. Okay, I'll go eat an onion after my live. So now if you're not in the Bitcoin short, you would wait for the 1 minute to become overbought. Possibly the 5 too. We are forming a lower high, right? So we could also range in this channel a bit, guys, until the London session, but we'll see. I'm surprised total 3. Okay, total 3 did break. So total 3 was in a little uptrend here on your 15-minute time frame, and it did end up breaking. So total 3 should drop. Total 3 should drop all the way back down to here, hypothetically 826. Alan, how you doing? I don't know. It is a breakout, guys, but it looks weak. This breakout on total 3 looks very, very weak. That's not looking good. We did break out on total 3. I can 100% confirm we have a real breakout on total 3. But with the daily this overbought and your Bollinger Bands tightening up on the daily, guys, I would say we're about to have a massive drop. I looked at Bitcoin. Bitcoin's more sideways momentum, but total 3 on the daily being that overbought, with the 800 SMA smooth moving average. This is not looking good. Not looking good at all for the market, because if your daily was oversold and we were just kind of hanging out and your daily MACD broke the zero line, sure, then it makes sense for us to have a massive pump. But this is a pump and this is a breakout on total 3. We can see that altcoins broke out, but that is essentially called a bull trap too. With the daily Bollinger Bands and the 18-hour that overbought, looks like we're about to crash and burn in the whole market. CJDV, can I take a look at the yearly candle? Sure. So if I'm looking at the yearly candle, that is not good either. That is not good. The yearly candle's forming a tweezer reversal, which could mean that could be the top of the market on total 3. I don't know. I don't have enough confirmation for that. But yeah, that yearly candle is not looking good on total 3. Let's look at Bitcoin. This isn't a true tweezer reversal because this wick did not finish here like total 3. So Bitcoin's a bit of a wild card if I'm looking at it. But this is definitely a tweezer reversal on your altcoins. The past few days, BTC and silver have been trading identical. Yep. That's really it, guys. That's really it. We're just waiting for a move in the market. There's, a short is good on Bitcoin in my opinion, but we're just really waiting for a move in the market. Once this 5 minutes overbought again, things should start dropping. You have your 1 minute overbought, your 15 minute is coming down, but that's all I pretty much got for you guys tonight. We know the direction, we know the trajectory. We're an hour and 30 minutes, guys. Nothing is happening right now. Again, we are switching the live schedule to Monday, Wednesday, and Friday Tokyo trading between 8 and 8:30 p.m. every morning at 8 to 8:30 a.m. New York, and Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday London at 1 a.m. to 1:30 area. All right, so we can see that we're breaking out a bit here in the shorter term, but with that 15-minute dropping, guys, this is probably going to be a weak retrace to the upside. We're going to be playing this channel back and forth until we can't play it. So once we break this is when, non-financial advice, but this is when you should be shorting the market. All right, guys, I hope you all have a really, really good night. Please join beastlimitless.com if you didn't. Come say hi, chat in the chat. Introduce yourself to everybody. Come say hi in the pack chat. Go in the wins chat. All right, and I'll be back tomorrow about 8 to 8:30 a.m. CST New York time. And we will be doing a New Year's live, but it will be very, very quick. It won't be long. It'll be quick. Just kind of like I did at Christmas time here. Looks like we're about to have a massive drop, guys. But again, it does need to break this area right here. So I hope everyone has a blessed day. We'll see what happens in London, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm going to go drink some more tea. All right. Have a great one, guys. Post your wins at beastlimitless.com. It keeps me motivated. All right.